I thought I was the only mentally challenged one here.
Ooh, baby. Morning's here again. So let's do this, sugar. And no cream. Wake up slow, take that first sip. Shizzy's got 'em slipping, losing their grip. His moves so smooth to start your day. What you gonna do? Oh, you know the way. You know Papa don't flinch, don't blink. Ooh, baby, he's sharper than you think. Morning whiz, take it in. Shizzy's got a whole new spin. Fools keep falling, truth's on fire. Papa Nut just lit the pyre. Oh no, they tried to come for him. Look at those fools looking so dim. They poke, they scratch, they beg, they plead. But I'm right here, waiting for my daddy to leave. Pour it black, shake off the night. Shizzy's tease and get me going just right. Morning whiz, start the show. Sip it slow, let it flow. Fools are crying, game's been set. Ooh, baby, they ain't seen nothing yet. Now that's a morning sugar. Coffee's hot and burning, and Shizzy Daddy, oh, he's just getting started. Come on, Daddy, give me some of that something.
Oh my God, Shizzy breaks Larry. Shizzy broke Larry. They just get the Velcro shit.
Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Oh man. Hello, chat. How are you today? I hope that you're doing absolutely well. It looks like somebody's got a little bit of their panties in a wad. And it looks like we got 10 jewels. Thank you, Alan K. It seems like maybe they don't want Lynette seeing the behavior of their husband, where all of the booger sugar's been going. That's what it sounds like to me, because not only did they come after me, they also went after Tug. Amazing how that works. But it wasn't just me and Tug and Olap. Oh, speaking of Olap, here we go. This is a new one. Oh, look at that. Amazing. Somebody's getting butthurt. Somebody's getting butthurt. Oh, and if you hadn't seen this, go check out Olap's video. It is marvelous. 5 hours ago, Olap released this just to show, because this is the behavior these people have. Hands out to Olap.
They've tried to ruin every part of my life.
So beautiful. Thank you, Olaf.
They've taken my content, stolen my work, dragged my name through the mud, including my husband, my family, anybody they can get to. They tried to destroy me financially, mentally, and even tried to get the roof over my head taken away. They twisted twisted everything about me into some kind of circus for their own profit and clout, and I can't fight them anymore. The police don't care, I can't afford to sue them. And now more YouTubers who were in here and we greeted all the time are threatening to pile onto it. I've tried to be strong, but I'm exhausted. They win, I'm done. I'm stepping away from my own sanity. This is really hard. Did you really think that I am gonna let a bunch of bullies and thieves chase me off the internet? No fucking way. You have spent 2 years trying to break me. You've stolen from me, lied about me, made threats, and tried to ruin everything I've worked for. You made it your mission to destroy my life, but I'm still here. I am not backing down, and I never will. Was that the message you wanted me to give everybody? Was that the message? 'Cause it broke my heart to do so, and I will never fucking do that. I'm still here. You do not get to decide who I am or what I do. I'm gonna keep speaking, keep creating, and keep fighting for what's right. No matter how loud you get, I will be louder. And to everyone who supported me, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You're the reason I'm still standing. I want to see you get what real strength looks like. I am not going anywhere. Let's keep going together. I'm here, and I'm not going nowhere. Somebody who we know, who I'm quite surprised is over there. LOLCow made a
Just
comment
behave,
saying, try to
Nightwalker.
take Megan
It's a
to court
beautiful
for
day.
copyright and see how the whole internet eats you alive. So I guess this is a threat to me, that LOLCow is gonna start doing videos about me, which is really strange considering she used to come in here. And then all of a sudden, not. That's fine. If she starts doing that, then we'll treat her the same way we treat everybody else, just so she knows she's joining in a criminal investigation. Then that has to do with harassment and bullying. There is a criminal investigation about all these people. So just know that, LOLCow, if you're gonna play games like that, there's already an investigation that you would end up being added to. So just know that. But go ahead and threaten me all you want. You do not get to decide who I am or what I do. I'm gonna keep speaking, keep creating, and keep fighting for what's right. No matter how loud you get, I will be louder. And to everyone who supported me, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You're the reason I'm still standing. I want to see you get what real strength looks like. I am not going anywhere. Let's keep going together. I'm here, and I'm not going nowhere.
Thank you, LOLCow. Thank you very much for that. That is beautiful. And make sure that you go give LOLCow some views on this, because that's what we do whenever we find things that we like to see. Yeah, these are the things that we like to see. We like to see creators actually creating and not destroying. But see, somebody wants to destroy. Why do they want to destroy? Oh, they seem to have some issues with content creators, actual content creators, people that make things that they just can't seem to handle them doing things. girls, they hate it.
You put it out, then pull it back. Hide every word behind your slap. You say they watch, you say they steal, but every night you eat the meal. Another name, another threat, another war. You haven't won yet. You light the match, burn by the flame, then act surprised when they say your name. Keep flapping them jaws, smack talking, breaking laws. Like the tape won't run. Keep digging, keep digging. Still more than broke. Still more than broke. You call it law, you call it proof. Can't build a case without a roof. You say they can't, you say they won't. You make some rules, then break your own. Put it behind a member's wall like no one heard a thing at all. But every word leaves a grease stain. Blame the world and start again. Flapping them jaws, smack talking, breaking laws till the whole thing bends. Keep fighting, keep fighting. Till you sue your friends. Moaning face up, cry me a river. Gonna sue us all. Mouth getting bigger. Moaning face up, everybody's in your way. Sue when you're broke. Sue the earth for gravity. You're still more than broke. Sue the air for carrying sound. Sue the floor for holding you down. Sue the clock for keeping time. Sue the truth for crossing the line. One silence, one control. Keep feeding the same black hole. You said it, we heard it. You said it, we wrote it down. You said it, now you hate it. Because the words are still around. Moaning Fleecer, cry me a river. Gonna sue us all. Mouth getting bigger. Moaning Fleecer, everybody's in your way. Sue when you're broke. Sue the earth for gravity. There's still more than moaning Fleecer, screaming at the screen. Transcript is a crime, it only shows what you really mean. Keep talking, use the paywall. Keep talking, already heard it all. Keep talking, use the paywall. Keep talking, record it all.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Great crazy, isn't it? That they really don't like us for some reason. Did you create this video? Yes, sarcastic one. Of course I created this video. You can find more of that over on my YouTube channel. There's tons of this out there. I've got more. Oh no. You think that was it? No. We've got more. And yes, we will also be showing legally obtained court documents today. Amazing how they seem to not like it. They seem to not like that we're showing legal documents. Matter of fact, they went out and did a privacy strike. Now, why would you do a privacy strike, you say? Because it seems like Lynette maybe is starting to figure out that money is gone somewhere that it wasn't supposed to go. Do you think maybe Ray hasn't been paying any attention? Somebody needs to reach out to Ray and make sure that he knows where his money is going, because obviously they don't want anybody to show it. They don't want Tug and Megan to show where that money's been going. They don't want people like Olaf to show that, they've been running a little bit of a a scam here and there. They don't want people to see this kind of behavior. Why wouldn't they want it? I mean, if they've got nothing to hide, then why are they trying so hard to hide everything? Because that's what it seems like they're doing. It seems like they're trying to hide everything they possibly can. Why would they have to go and strike people whenever there's nothing on there that was private information? Why would they go and strike it? You can make those guesses yourself. Yeah, why would anybody need to do a privacy strike if there was nothing shown that was private? Oh, that's right, because they want to interrupt what other people are doing. They've got to be talked about on a constant basis. Oh, well.
Step right up. Open your wallet. Thieves got another emergency. Funny how every crisis ends with them getting paid and everybody else getting fucked. One thief crawls out with a brand new tale. Bullshit story, another tip jar sale. Tears on command, voice shaking just right, and counting them dollars when she logs off at night. Every time creating a fresh disaster. Every dollar redo makes the bullshit faster. Help us survive while the smoke rolls thick. Her pothead bitch on the couch getting lit. They promise the money is going somewhere. Ain't nobody knows and clearly don't care. No plan, no proof, no numbers, no track. Just send them your money, it ain't coming back. Pass the hat, light the bowl, sell another piece of your soul. Cry for the crowd, then laugh at the fools. Pro beggars taking cash, doing nothing for you. Two thieves and a pothead, feet in that face, chicken head. Give us your money, believe every lie. Fuck every donut till they're run dry. Hey! Two thieves and a pothead, what a disgrace. A joint in his hand and a tear on her face. Call it support, but here's what I see. Take that cash for nothing to see. She's got 50 reasons the rent can't get paid, but somehow they're smoking another upgrade. A brand new crisis, perfectly timed when the last donation been drained dry. She'll tell you the haters are making her poor, then shake that cup, pony up more. Every question gets called an attack. Honest accounting might ruin the act. Her husband just nods through the cannabis haze, lost in the fog for consecutive days. His grift is over, stealing from the old. She is screaming, the story is old. Oh, people care, that's how the hustle survives. Generous hearts and convenient lies. Weaponized pity, manufactured despair. Spend every dollar without a care. Where are the receipts? Where did it go? Why does the
Yes, I did.
emergency fund always fund the show? Why does every tragedy come with a payment link? Why does the pothead never run out of stink? Hey! Two thieves and a pothead, feet in that face, chicken head. Give us your money, believe every lie. Fuck every donut till they run dry. Hey! Two thieves and a pothead, what a disgrace. A joint in his hand and a tear on her face. Call it support, but here's what I see. Take that cash for nothing to see. They don't want help, they want funding. They don't want answers, they want money coming. They don't want scrutiny, they want applause. They want loyal little wallets without questions or pause. And once you have given, you've served your role. You're no longer a person, you're a payout hole. They'll flatter you publicly, train you in private, then call you a hater the second you question the grift. Maybe the lights stay on, maybe the stash stays green. Maybe the money disappears into places never seen. Maybe tomorrow brings another tragedy to sell, because pity pays better when you're ringing the bell. She'll swear that she loves you, he'll grunt through the fog, then both disappear when you ask for the his hand and a tear on her face. Call it support, but here's what I see. Take that cash for nothing to see. So send another 20, buy another excuse, fund another smoke cloud, sponsor another abuse. But when you finally ask what your generosity bought, don't expect an answer. The flea is counting money, and the pothead forgot. 2 thieves and a pothead. 2 thieves and a pothead. 2 thieves and a pothead. Feed in that face, chicken head. Give us your money, believe every lie. Fuck every donor till they run dry. 2 thieves and a pothead, what a disgrace. A joint in his hand and a tear on her face. Call it support, but here's what I see. Take that cash, they are nothing, nothing but thieves.
Night, you wear costumes, I wear the fight. I'm the last paragraph that ends the sight. You wanted smoke, I bring forecast maps. Lines draw clean while your narrative snaps. Try to go fast, trip over your caps. I pace like chess, you stumble like caps. I'm a true villain on a mic, shadow with a code. That umbrella got the best host from coast to coast. Code dropping nukes, let the puzzle decompose. Boom, driving the story where the real info goes. Watching all the others falling curtain close. When receipts rain, everybody knows. When the others misstep, it's a rap case closed. TUG press lines that the timeline chose. Umbrella, storms passing, but the ground still shakes. Umbrella, truth lands heavy when the mask unflakes. Umbrella, name stamp bold on the floodgate. Umbrella, that umbrella guy shows up and steps to the plate. Your fate, your fate, your fate, your fate, your fate. That umbrella guy shows up and steps to the plate. Your fate, 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 your fate.
Good morning, brother.
Hey, what's up, man?
They weren't expecting that, were they?
Oh, Lord. You know what's funny about this is I've been getting hit up by people who gave money, and they're like, hey, Tug, would you like to help us crowdfund some money? You know, maybe for some lawsuits? I'm like, sure now. I'm game, baby. I am game.
I'm game too after this crap because they like to take and mess with my income over something that's absolute bullshit.
Oh no! See, in 2 days, you watch the massive amount of rain I'm gonna cause. I mean, like, you people want to help out my channel?
Well, I'm totally down for it. Well, and you know, they after they threw shade on Ricada with a bunch of bullshit stuff last night, then they attributed your words to me.
Which words exactly? I'd like to know which ones first.
Oh, let's see. Whenever they were talking about dropping all of their streams and privating them, and some of those are disappearing. Now you gave exact numbers. I have no idea how many they dropped.
Oh, I actually did not give exact numbers. I said that considering the amount of views that they get on a video, like typically they're ranging about 1,700, and that's very nice at it. I said that's dozens to 30 plus. So that is not an exact number.
Yeah, and I mean, you gave any sort of numbers. I just said looks like they've been privating some streams.
Yeah. Well, they privated over 17. And
see, now that right there, you gave over 17. That was their exact words, and they're attributing me saying that.
Yeah, they most certainly did too. They you go through and you start looking at all of their private streams. Oh yeah, it's pretty easy. I realize that these people are not mathletes, but accounting is pretty simple.
Yeah, well, they also seem to attribute a lot of what other people are saying to me, and things that Megan says to you, and things that Megan says to Rosalind, and things that Rosalind says to Tug. I mean, they cannot get their story straight. It seems very, very interesting that they would throw down some sort of privacy strike. There's nothing that was private.
In 3 months, they have over 18 sitting as members only right now. So just by members only. When
did they start throwing those things as private? Was that about the time that old Gaby Poo got busted again?
Well, they in July. Give me a second. I'll pull up
in
Social
July.
Blade. Yeah, in
They
July.
s-
Let me pull up
they s-
Social Blade now. You don't. They started in June actually with private. They're trying to conflate multiple things.
Mhm.
They're trying to make it sound like, hey, they said because there was a written. Oh no, I said that they've been hiding information. That's easily seen. They
Oh, yeah.
threaten a lawsuit, and then shit start just disappearing. Especially the really bad stuff. Where they call people groomers and all of that. All of that went.
Oh,
So
yeah. I wonder why. But the thing is, they don't realize that we've got all of it.
oh yeah,
Like I've got the stream from last night. I mean, just because they put it behind a paywall after they've live streamed
oh I've got it. I got it before. I've got them anyway. If I go to sleep, I still got them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's see.
It's just like,
Here's the thing, fatties, and I hope you catch this. You solicited massive amounts of money. Then you have multiple cocaine hits over there for somebody that helped solicit that. That is, well, let's see if the court considers that fraud, because it certainly sounds like some messed up stuff. How do you afford a cocaine habit? You certainly don't on a reported income of $1,000 a month.
no. And then pay court fees on top of that. How are those court fees getting paid? How are these people getting paid? And my suspicion is that old Ray's money's being used for that, and that's why they're striking, is because they don't want their donors to find out that money's been going up somebody's nose. And they'll sit there and argue and say, "Oh, that's not happening. They don't know what they're talking about." You're right. We don't know what we're talking about. It just gives the appearance that you've got some nefarious business dealings right there. And it seems to me that old Dodgy Robbie's involved in it too, from what Shar showed last night. Did you see that? Oh my God.
Oh yeah, baby.
Shar was showing last night is she's reaching out to Mrs. Kesey over there, and she's not responding. I wonder why.
Well, that's this weird thing called illegal. That's how if Shara wishes to sue for those records, because they have no right to withhold any type of records request or anything else, we can most certainly.
Yeah, Teresa. They actually did strike yours from last night too, didn't they?
Who? Ours? Teresa's?
No, yours.
Oh yeah. They hit me last night. Yeah. That's not actually. That was really expected. See, here's a fun little dilly off of that. I have a lot of friends online, and one of the ways to make them pay attention is when people start trying to muffle free speech, and they start trying to muffle things like reporting on folks that keep having cocaine hits after they've raised exorbitant amounts of money. So
I know. I mean,
my bigger friends don't care.
How much was it on their Ko-fi link?
Well, they have over 2,200. So, I mean, even if you call that $5, and again, I'm talking about over time, so they've raised over 2,000. Now we can't break it down into how many they've raised recently. Actually, I could just count the ones that have discussions lately. Let's look at that. But we can't see the super Ko-fis. We can't see how much they are. They start at like $5, but we have no idea how much people are soliciting over there. I do know that somebody's been using YouTube to solicit money, and I feel very, very good about contacting YouTube Legal and reporting that, especially since they have a high dude every fucking night now.
Yeah, and what they're doing is they're thinking that they put it behind a paywall that YouTube can't see their bad behavior.
Yep, that's not true at all.
I mean, just the bullshit alone with Ricada last night. But let Ricada loose on him and see what happens, because Ricada's already debunked that. He was like, they're sitting there saying that his children had drugs in their system. That's the kind of shit that they're saying. You really want to mess with Ricada. You really want to mess with Ricada by putting that shit out there. That's not true. Completely false information. and they're putting that out there. That's not good. That's not going to end well for you, because whenever Ricada gets a hold of that, I'm sure he's going to have something to say to them, because he's already addressed this before.
Oh yeah.
Good morning, Sue Scat. Good to see you.
That's so dumb, man.
I mean, the behavior that they've had over the past few months, talking about, oh, we're going to bring a lawsuit against Megan, we're going to bring a lawsuit against Todd, we're going to bring a lawsuit against Mr. Coop, Just Jay. I mean, just and they're not going to file anything.
Well, I'll put it this way: you file something again. I myself, and I will obviously crowdfund, but to get it all kicked off, I have allotted already $30,000. I just moved it over for myself. I definitely will play. You know, I will definitely play, and I'll make sure that when we play, they're not going to enjoy the game. So there's a lot of cases out there. They don't understand fair use. You can misuse privacy strikes. You can do all of that stuff, but that doesn't make you correct.
No. And I'm pretty sure that whenever that privacy strike is lifted on there, because there was nothing shown that was private. None of it.
Yeah, I've already appealed it. If I need to, I will. I contacted my MCN, but I haven't used them yet. I'll see what YouTube says about it. I mean, case law is very it's very clear on what is and isn't allowed to, and everything from court cases to public records like that. Arrests are public record. Yeah, hate to tell them that, but
yeah, I guess they don't like it that it's showing that their behavior is catching up with them. That they've been crowdfunding a lot of bad behavior, and I don't think YouTube's going to appreciate that that's what they're doing with their money.
Yeah, maybe I should hit YouTube up myself. Maybe I should start contacting their legal about it. There's some pretty interesting case law on that anyway, like Cox Broadcasting versus Khan, where the Supreme Court, they said they protect accurate publication of information from official court records open to public inspection. You have Oklahoma Publishing versus District Court, where information lawfully obtained from an open court proceeding cannot be suppressed. Also, Smith v. Daily Mail, where truthful, lawfully obtained information about matters of public significance, they receive strong First Amendment protections. Florida Star versus, where the courts there, they protect truthful information lawfully obtained from government sources. That includes arrest records, by the way. So, yeah, so to play that, you have the right to hide it. Like I said, all this does is it really motivates people that are feeling like they want to.
And that's why they're doing the privacy strikes, because they know that the privacy strike will takes a little bit longer. But the thing is, they have to prove it.
It's also the weakest of the types of complaints, so it's the easiest to get a false strike with, and because they overly protect that. That's fine. See, I think it's funny that the same people that posted like pictures of myself and my ex, these people, they're totally fine with it. They're totally fine with putting up arrest records, for my ex. That's fine. Whatever, that's publicly obtained information. But if you want to roll,
same people that tried to dox me, that tried to come after my wife, that threatened sexual assault on my wife and physical assault on myself. These are the same people.
I talked about beheading, Jeremy Hills.
Not only that, talking about curb stomping Jeremy Hills, talking about dragging him off of a porch with a rope with his feet tied to it with a pickup truck. I mean, this is the kind of shit that they've been saying. It's not a one-off. And matter of fact, one of the people on their stream was saying that the one that's accused of popping a little positive on the cocaine.
Yeah,
interesting.
That's really funny. See, they whine and complain. I'm the victim here. No, the real victims are the people that you fucked out of money. Those people are the victims, baby.
And they're all going to be asking for that money, from what I understand.
Yeah, hey, any of them want to crowdfund? Like I said, you set it up. You find a lawyer, number one. Talk to that lawyer if you do not mind, and we'll find out how much it'll cost. And We'll crowdfund. Oh, yeah. I know some
Yeah,
fun
baby.
stuff. Oh, you think this is not fun? I know some other stuff for the next few days.
Oh, I got that, and I'm hoping that's gonna. I hope it's some of what I gave Megan. I hope that she finds it really interesting. And there's one that she may not have noticed, and I'll have to point it out to her a little bit later. But I knew what she was working on, and so I was just like, let me include this, and it's quite interesting how the games they play and the letters they write. So tasty.
Well, I think it's really funny because essentially what they've been saying too is they are being protected by law enforcement while this kind of stuff goes on. So essentially we have been told repeatedly that Sumter County will not investigate these people. These are people, including, we're talking about a felon here, and we're being told they won't investigate money and more. That's kind of strange. And every body cam footage that I ever see, they're name dropping people, especially those associated with Sumter County. That's very strange.
Mm-hmm. And you notice that they went after those right away to try to strike those. Oh, and by the way, there are more coming. I will be putting all of those body cam footage back up again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let them go ahead and keep trying to strike it. There's nothing there that gives away any sort of privacy. See, they want to call themselves private individuals. They are limited purpose.
Yep, they are.
Public.
They are indeed limited purpose public figures. They have not, because they inserted themselves into a very high profile case. Not only did they insert themselves, they weren't covering the case. They didn't just neutrally drop in and start talking about something. Oh no, they got involved.
They inserted themselves in the case. Everyone from Lips and Chips all the way down to the let's see, Topher.
Yep.
They inserted themselves into that. I mean, you have to remember, whenever you go online and you start calling someone a PDF file, that right there, you've started inserting yourselves into people's lives by making statements like that. They don't seem to understand this. Their behavior is what's getting them all caught up and bound up. Well, I know that you got a doctor's appointment to go to, and prayers out to you, brother, because it's gonna be a good day. I hope everything comes out just fine.
Oh yeah, man. I've got a thing with a vascular surgery. Again, that doesn't mean surgery. I just have a consultation. But yeah. I've got about 10 more minutes if you want to chill for a few minutes.
Oh, good. Yeah, I want you. I love having you here, brother. Because
you're right. I was like, well, I didn't realize like how early I woke up this morning either. Because I'm like, well, I got to leave in a few hours, but I got to start gathering everything. But I still got a few minutes. So
we had storms roll through. So at 3:30 in the morning, I had a puppy trampling my chest, just like, wake up! It's storming outside. It's like, I don't care. I want to go back to sleep. Leave me alone. and oh my God, Char's video was amazing last night. I mean, my heart breaks out for Bill. I mean, he's not the most perfect person in the world, but I'll tell you, he just looked like he's been through 9 times of hell.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that they made death threats about him, and then, physical death threats, and then the Sumter County seems to be hiding that stuff, not posting it.
Yeah, Sumter County seems totally okay. Again, they there feels like a lot of complicity. We're finding out again that a group of people that include a lot of felons, they have been hitting up the police and being like, I'm being attacked. And Sumter County, well, best case scenario, they're doing something questionable. Worst case scenario, they're doing something lawsuit worthy.
Yeah, and I mean they might want to talk to the people that seem to be allowing this to happen. Was it Dodgy Robbie? He's it's really weird. He doesn't seem to show up whenever all the bad stuff is going down. You notice that?
Yep.
But he's happy to show up after they've resolved the issue.
I just find the helping solicit freaking, again, we got a cocaine user that has been on public stream. See, first of all, I would argue that that person has always partaken in the fund. There they've definitely been somebody that has directly been impacted, but they have been on streams, especially as of late. When money's being gathered, they've been on there high as a fucking kite. By the way, when Jay does his flea caps,
That is spot on with those.
Oh, it is. He sounds higher and higher and higher, and they're right. They are. I mean, he sounds. Gabe sounds just trashed sometimes.
And the flea admitted that. She was just like, yeah, he's smoking more. Why do you think all this stress on him? Really? That you realize smoking weed causes more anxiety, right? It's not everyone's like, oh, it calms me down. Oh, does the cocaine calm you down too?
Yeah, their excuse for the cocaine thing is, oh, he went out partying with some friends, and I guess they caused him to inhale that. He was too drunk to know. So yeah, he's just going out and getting trashed all the fucking time.
That's not how it happens. So that's violating the terms. He is not supposed to be associating with any of these people. Like that. Read what the court said. You're not supposed to be associating with anybody that's doing any of this stuff. Just him associating with them is enough to have them come after him. And she's given him all of that right there. Maybe that's why she's privating it, because her own words are basically implicating him in doing nefarious deeds. Wild.
I just find it amazing when somebody tells me the police won't investigate a word said against them.
No. They're using the sheriff's department to basically try to change their narrative. But they are a PR team. We've known that the whole time. That's what. Now she's got her little what do you call it? She says she doesn't make her thumbnail. Somebody else does that for her.
Yeah, we call that AI. Yeah. I recognize AI. What was really funny is she showed a couple of people being arrested in one that was like 2 streams before. I don't know. Did you see that one?
No,
oh my God. Just look at it. Like, don't, just go over real quick. If you pull up YouTube and look at it yourself and look at 2 live streams ago, and you tell me, like on first glance, that I think that's supposed to be a Megan.
Oh, somebody? That one? Oh yeah. I saw that. It looks like Paint Chips and Gabe.
Actually, the woman in there looks like Fleesa. I was like, look at the woman in the front of it. It looks almost like her. And he's like, wait a minute, are you trying to say that Megan? You're mocking Megan by putting pictures up that look almost like you?
Oh yeah, it does look like her.
It does it not?
Holy
it's almost,
cow.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Megan making fun of it, I guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that does really.
I really thought it was a picture. I thought she made a picture of herself.
with the that's really weird. Yeah, see, I got it right here. Yeah, that one right there. That totally looks like her. Yeah. Oh my God. Jeez, they're losing big time, aren't they? I guess they hate it.
What's weird? They want to hide. They want to hide that cocaine arrest. She actually said last night. I caught Allison posted something. She was like, yeah, I'm the one who broke the cocaine hit. I don't think so.
No, she didn't. She wouldn't talk about it. She hasn't talked about that at all. She's been hiding that from Ray Ray.
She whined and said, I wonder what gets blamed this time. If I go through, are we going to have another everything bagel blame?
Oh, yeah. No, it changes every single time. She was just like, well, that's not what happened. They don't know what the truth is. It's just like, You're right. I don't have to look at anything except for the court documents. The truth is that Gabe got popped on a random drug test and he popped positive. And he, instead of disagreeing because it wouldn't do him any good, he agreed. Yes, that's absolutely correct. He's been doing the booger sugar.
Yep.
It's what more do you need? Oh, it's just, it'll be something new, something else. I mean, he's got grand theft. He's got false representation as a licensed certification holder, performing work without a building permit. Some of these are just, misdemeanors. The other one is a felony. This is the kind of behavior that these people have. I mean, and it's not the first time that he's gotten popped on the random drug test for doing cocaine. I mean, at some point they're going to say, listen, you're going to have to spend some time in jail over this, and you're going to have to get some serious help. And I hope he does. I mean, I don't want to see anybody spiral down and, continue doing illegal drugs.
These people that are giving money to these folks are enabling all of this behavior.
Yeah.
I mean, they 100% have been enabling it. And when you look at it, I mean, that to me, that's just wild, I mean, they set out there, and I even saw some of them commenting. They're like, you mean to tell me none of these people ever use drugs? Really? So you're encouraging this dude to take money potentially that has been collected and to use it for cocaine?
That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, they seem to be promoting this. I mean, and it's one of those where, I looked at this to see what exactly I might be missing. And I was like, I don't see anything that's missing on this at all. I mean, it's got all of the information that's supposed to be there. It shows that, from the actual court, because they create a court case whenever this happens, and they were just like, well, Megan says that he's got a warrant out for his arrest. I was like, no. Well, she may have said that, but she may be misstated. But what
I believe
happens
she
is
stated that there was a request for.
Right. There is and that's the thing. There is a request for his warrant, and that's going to come from the judge. What the judge does, maybe that's why she's been having all her meetings with state's attorney, trying to argue that, oh, this is what happened. That people are out there trying to harass him. That's why this happened. Someone slipped something in his drink or whatever it might be. It's like, well, he's not supposed to be out in places where this can happen. He's not supposed to be going to bars.
No, none of that. You know what? That's also, you're blaming it on friends and stuff, really? Oh, yeah, with friends like that, right? I see. It's just amazing because, yeah, again, these people, they have done awful shit for years now, but they're whining victim while being arrested and shit. It is unreal. I'm the victim. Dude, you just got busted again.
Yeah, again. But you're a victim. No, I don't. Make it make sense, Doug. Make it make sense to me. I can't seem to, here, let me show you. First, this is the first offense right here. Violation condition of the order of probation by failing to live without violating any law. As for grounds of belief the offender violated his probation, the officer Haas states that on or about 10/24, this is in 2025. This is almost a year ago. Was in possession of a drug or narcotic not prescribed to him by a physician, to wit, cocaine, as shown by analysis of urine and confirmed by the offender's admission on 10/24/2025. The offender will be subjected to bi-monthly urinary analysis drug screens. The offender will also be required to complete a drug and alcohol evaluation and complete any recommended treatment on the first attempt. And he signed off on this. He knows this happened. And it doesn't, this is in another case. because you got two different cases. You got one right here that's for grand theft. You got another one here that's for grand theft. These are two separate cases. So he's done this in two separate cases. There's not just one. There's not just one case here. There's two cases that this is happening in, because there's two separate people that were victimized by these people.
Yes, and when you look at the why, again, remember, we have a group of people here anyway that have taken advantage of all types of folks, all types of them. And
they've taken advantage of Lynette. They've taken advantage of, from what I can tell, they've taken advantage of Ray Bonecrusher, because he thinks that he's sending money to them to come after Megan Fox and sue her.
Yep, it's funny too. Ray Bonecrusher, though, is an absolute reprehensible piece of shit. You know, and even at that, I don't think he deserves to be scammed.
Nope. I don't think anyone deserves to be scammed. As much as I find Lynette just an absolute freak of nature, like she just creeps me out in more ways than one. I don't know if it's the voice or the behavior. I mean, it's like it's a toss up there. It's sort of creepy.
What I think is funny though, when they hit us. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I still find it really bad that they've taken the money. They raised money on the back of a child. Mm-hmm. On the back of a child, they raised so much money that it could have gotten them all taken care of. They could have actually had a place to stay. Could have absolutely done that. But they screwed her over, and she will do absolutely nothing for it. I don't know if it's because they've threatened her. John's threatened her. They threatened the child. They threatened her. I mean, they've already, from Lynette's own words, that they threatened and called CPS on her, and then blamed it on Hale's people. This is their behavior. I just find it so disgusting that they're saying this kind of crap, because we have said over here multiple times, do not reach out to any of these people. Do not contact them. Let the authorities handle this. No matter how much you don't like it, but they're out there still yet again accusing Jeremy. Well, whenever Jeremy says don't contact him, that's what we're doing. It's like, no, that makes no sense. Sorry.
Well, it's just 100%. 100%. It's amazing on all of these people, though. You look at the bad behavior they've all been into, all of them. And Lynette, by the way, she started pulling down comments like yesterday, and some of those they kind of amazed me when I looked at them. People were asking about like the 56K, for example, like. Hey, sue over that. And she's like, that's none of your business. And I'm like, wait a minute. It's not, so you're saying that you don't care? She doesn't care about the 56K anymore. She's telling people that publicly. Isn't that bizarre?
Why would you? Okay, so she doesn't care about the 56K anymore. That's really interesting, because I'm sure that the bankruptcy court is quite interested. And that may be why she isn't interested anymore, because she knows that whenever the flea shows up, she's going to have to answer for that. And there's been threats made to her. I mean, all you have to do is prove that there's been threats made to her.
Did you see where she admitted that we spoke, by the way? That's weird.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I still have that recording that you sent over. I cleaned up the audio on it and leveled it all out. Yeah, it's quite interesting.
I think I need to review all of that again. I think it's perfect time, since now, see, remember at first, all these people lied, and they said that there was no conversation, that it was all AI. That was their first thing. Okay. Then Lynette came in and said that was a conversation with Tina. And so they all got together and said, yeah. Tug, he must have illegally been part of that and trying to record, because there's no way Lynette would ever talk to him. Then it became, there was an unknown male voice in the background, but not part of the conversation. And now it's become, yes, I was speaking to Tina and whoever was in the background. So she's speaking to, the guy that she solicited to be part of it. And I think my voice is pretty easy to understand, like who I am, especially since they've been listening for a long time.
Oh yeah. Oh well, and I remember the day that first phone call happened, because I don't remember what I was even calling you about, and you were just like, well, this and this, and you were just like, I really got to go. I got a phone call with LineNet.
Yep.
And I was like, holy cow, this is going to be interesting to hear. And
Yep.
you were gone before I could even say goodbye. You're just like, gotta go. Like,
Yeah. Well, I was shocked because,
yeah.
Tina, when she hit me up about all of this, she said that, Lynette Preston wanted to speak to me back when. And of course, I found it interesting, but you get all kinds of random people out there. So I was like, you got any proof? She showed me a screenshot of something. I was like, well, yeah, that's okay. But do you have anything like, that not calling her a liar, just saying, do you have anything that's more definitive? She's like, well, how about, these voice messages that are not, they're not private, that she's leaving on my Facebook. How about that? And she showed me one of those. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's it. Check this out, by the way. Here's one of the 56K comments. She ghosted all this shit. Here's somebody asking about the money there. So isn't this interesting? They're like, hey, tell it Lisa to give your money back, or you're suing her. 56K is a lot of money. And she's like, may I ask why this is your business? Really? Publicly solicited money. And these people are trying to help you there. It's just crazy. I really don't understand. I don't want or need anything from anyone. I don't. I will deal with these things on my own. That's what I've been doing. Yeah, you've done a massive job so far, haven't you? Please give me money so I can get out of this shed. People give
well,
you
and
money.
it's a shed. She admitted that multiple times yesterday. I was in that listening to her. I think it was somebody reached out to me and said, do you realize LineNet's live right now? I was like, no, what the hell? And I listened to her, and she was even calling it a shed.
Yep.
She kept on saying, well, tiny home, it was a shed. It's like, it is a shed. A tiny home has indoor plumbing.
Riddle me this too. If it's a tiny home and it's all good to go, then why the fuck did you solicit people for around $100,000 plus? You solicited people for thousands more when you said that you needed to move out. I mean, if it's just a wonderful, cute, tiny home, then why the fuck have you all been soliciting money forever?
That's not what she was saying at the time. That's not what she was saying at the time. She was pissed off at Felisa because she wasn't giving her the money that she was supposed to be getting, and she was a little ticked off. I mean, we played that the other
she
day.
contacted me and wanted me to help put her in jail, which again, I told her the game plan. Very much so. She was asking about, hey, give me Gabe's information, which is funny. Again, I think she's a very manipulative person. You can tell. And what she wanted is she wanted a one-up on Felisa because she wanted money for Ohio. And that's what she used as her one-up. So,
yeah.
Oopsie.
I guess that didn't work out too well. And I mean, and I suspect that restraining order is still in place, because it doesn't go away until there's any order from the judge. And if it was for her, that would be it would be shown. They'd be the first ones to say, it's gone. See, right here, been released.
Yep.
But they haven't done that. So that makes me suspect that it's still in place. I don't think they've gotten an order from the judge, but of course, I don't ask these kinds of things because that's all a private matter. I can only speculate. See,
it's amazing because when you look at like the anti setup, now I realize a lot of those people have never given a dime in their life, so they don't give a shit about money. But who's the bad guy in this? Is it Shizzy? Is it myself or Megan Fox? Where we're talking about misuse of funds, how funds just ghosted? Are we the bad guy? How does that work? are we the bad guys for saying, hey, the people who gave that, they didn't give that for that, they gave it for something else? Or is the other person who just went and all those funds, they went bye-bye? I mean, even under their best case. So I saw some screenshots I hadn't seen before. Some of them were Only Me, and Only Me was talking about Christmas, how much money he said could be used for Christmas out of all of that. He said he did note $2,500. Not, you know, we've been adding in up to 7,000 in our estimates. Now he said I said $2,500. Huh. So you got $4,000 worth of shit laying on the ground for the barn. You got $2,500 on one project there. And again, if we're very nice on another project, the fence, and we put in 5,000, even though look at that rickety piece of shit, show me where that goes. But if we round it up to 12K out of 56K, boy, you got a massive difference there. And that's
her own admissions. She said that they were spending thousands upon thousands of dollars on Christmas. And what is it? The bootlicker was out there saying, I mean, we bought so much that I got sick of shopping, and I love to shop. I mean, this is their own words.
Well, on what? I mean, I remember that. And
on
you
Christmas lights and Christmas trees and decorations, they were spending her money, Lynette's money, on that party. Every single bit of that party was funded. They admit this, funded by them. By their chat.
Unfortunately, see, the chat funded it though. I watched them. So when they're saying like presents, dude, we all saw the public lists of these are the presents you want. We saw that. We saw them bragging about them coming in and, you know,
and
all of that
them.
Shit.
They did multiple streams on their wrapping.
Mm-hmm. Now I did see a bonfire with a bunch of alcohol and craziness. I mean, I do like that that they went onto this property where a drunk resides, and they think that was
went on the property with where a drunk resides, where somebody has felonies for grand theft, that also is looking at a possible, you know, going to jail for hanging around with criminals.
Indeed. Well, you know, it's just another substance abuser too. See, they've talked publicly about like my ex's struggles with alcohol. One of the things you have to do in that, and we all should understand that, is you have to remove yourself from any asshole that's bringing that around. John Cook, I mean, you have Lynette talking about him being a dangerous drunk. Not just a drunk, but she has to hide guns and shit because she's afraid he'll hurt somebody. And what do? They come over on a Christmas party meant for a little girl, and they get howling fucking drunk. Okay, that's fun.
Oh yeah. No, I know their behavior. That wouldn't surprise me if they come after this stream again also.
Blow me. Yeah,
that's what I say. You know, it's just like, well, the more that you do it, the more you prove my point.
The more that you do it, the more that you prove the YouTube point. See, I haven't gotten to hitting up the MCN yet. I haven't decided. You know, I can turn everything they do into fundraising. Like I said, they just gave me a massive reason in 2 days to fundraise the total bejesus out of the channel.
Well, and people want to fundraise over here. You know, think about this. This is lost income for me. You guys are
that's what you need to
help me out here, because you've been, you know, it seems to me every time that they come and strike, that costs my bottom line, because I'm never going to get that back.
Right.
You know,
indeed.
That's what they want to do. They want to go ahead and strike it. I've never stricken any of their other crap, but yet they're coming after mine pretty hard and heavy.
Well, that's because, we're all, when we're talking about stuff, they don't like it.
This angers them so much. So if you want to throw your old breadsticks, diggity-doos over here for today, you're more than welcome to. They will be accepted. They will be used to crowd fund, whatever the hell they're doing.
Yeah, that's right. You know, you get those dollar dues in, folks. For real, though. I
Jeez.
mean, like Shizzy is noting, like these people, they've been interfering with his, well, with his ability not just to run a channel, but
Oh
again, they
yeah,
interfere with his money, his income. I mean, that's
15 videos with over 3,000 views on.
yeah, well, last night was uh, the last thing I could see on it was about 11,000 is what it was up to so far, and they hit that. So just ad revenue alone, they took off, you know, a few $100 in ad revenue. Now, anything donated off of that obviously is still mine, but what they do is they, you know, shut down that and money for today. Okay, so again, we'll see how that flies.
Well, they'll come after. They'll just keep coming after us, and they're going to be feeling a little bit.
Well, you know, this is a two-way street. Is that what they really want to do? You don't think a channel with 300,000+ people could potentially shut you all the way down? You don't think so?
And they apparently don't. They
Okay.
because they think that what they're doing is absolutely within the bounds of what YouTube allows them to do, and that right there is going to make them not wish that happened. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you, and I will read all. You know, Tug, you've been so helpful because you're like, you know, you need to read the super chats. You need to get those in there.
Yeah, well, it's always the way to go, man. You know,
It
that's
is.
the thing. I some people, you know, choose not. Again, no shade when they don't. I look at it and I think when we all discuss it, we say like we're thankful for people that back our endeavors. You know,
Every
everything
bit.
we do, and they let us have a pretty fun means of being able to make a livelihood. So why shouldn't we be like, hell yeah, thank you, folks, appreciate you.
Well, I mean, I went digging for Megan. That's how I uncovered that, and it was completely random because I was looking for something else entirely, and I had to step away from the computer because I was like, I think I've got everything that I was supposed to have, and I found that there was more that I didn't have, and I stepped away, grabbed myself some dinner, I sat back down, and I still had the page open, and I was just like, you know, I didn't look here, and I just pulled it up, and I was just like, I wonder what's going on if there's been any movement. You know, you hope that you don't find anything, you can move on with your day, and I'm like, holy crap, this is recent.
Yeah, that's well, and again, good find there. I was very impressed when I saw it, and I thought, wow, that's that also, when you look at it again, is a publicly filed document. It states it right across the top. It's you know, filing e-filed on. So again, they are suppressing public information.
They've been doing that the whole time.
Yep.
They've got no qualms about going after people. You know, I like I said, this right here, yeah, that's publicly filed right there. In Bushnell Circuit shows you all of the case numbers that are involved in this.
You know,
Knows the date.
I had a crazy thought the other night. I'm going to run something past you, and I'm no way, shape, or form saying this is true, but Paint Chips in the past, right? He used a blind man, a disabled person, right? Yeah, used them for a scam, used them as a tool or an accessory. Now, he has replaced Volmint with a person that has publicly proclaimed that they use copious amounts of drugs to silence the voices in their head. They've said that, yeah. So I wonder what the end game for somebody like that is. What are they trying? You know, because somebody that's being sued in a courtroom by a person, when you're taking this crazy homeless dude and you're filling him with you're important, you could be a hero here. What might they do? What might they do? And
well, I mean, let's see. If I'm not mistaken, with a guy that was blind, didn't they put him in a room and threaten to remove the kneecaps with the?
No, that wasn't. I don't believe that was the blind guy. I believe that was one of the other I
No,
believe that
I'm
was
pretty.
another co-conspirator.
No, I'm
Because
pretty sure it was the blind
I
guy
would
that
check
they
that
brought in
just to
there.
make sure. I would name check that just to make sure. You
Yeah,
know?
I'll have to name
Yeah.
check that to be positive. But I
But
do
I mean,
remember.
regardless, you got a guy smoking cigarettes on the side, and the way the story comes up in all of that, you have a dude that's sitting on in the public. He's smoking. Person approaches them, and they're told about a guardianship. Something that 2L and the gang have talked about. So this guy, he's under guardianship and feels like he's been, it's predatory. So he wants to get out of it. Well, this person was a co-conspirator with paint chips. So they're like, hey, why don't you come on over and you can talk to my lawyer friend? And instead of helping him out from that predatory, or allegedly, I should say, predatory guardianship, they make him the face of a public scam, and they make him the fall guy or the patsy for something. Again, I understand. I'm not going to say where my thoughts end on this. I'm just going to say that somebody has a lawsuit against them, and there are certain ways that you can get a lawsuit dropped. And one of them is a kind of a frightening way, when you're talking about a potentially mentally ill person that, again, is pumping up to be a hero.
Yeah, that's never good.
No, it's not.
I see where your thought process is taking you, and that is a dark place.
Yes, and I would not put it past these people to do very awful. I mean, they've already done awful things, so it's not like it's never happened before,
No, I mean, there's been awful things said, and not just about Jeremy, but about other people that he's been in lawsuits and currently in lawsuits with.
Yeah, well, they're very comfortable making, threats and saying some pretty nasty things about people.
Yeah, Donna, they put a privacy strike on. And Tug, of course, he has a meeting today, and he's not going to be able to get to it until a little bit later. But
I already filed that counterclaim on it.
See, mine won't even let me do that right now.
Oh, really? It hasn't gotten the counterclaim stuff in yet?
No, it doesn't even show that there's anything there. It just is gone.
Oh, I saw the email. I had an email.
Oh, I got the email too, but the email doesn't show anything. I mean, once you click on,
it actually, funny enough, it didn't list any material that was supposedly private. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
No, I'll show you. I'll show you exactly what it says. Whenever I click on this, there's nothing there, like absolutely nothing there. And let me share my screen with you. Stop that right there, and share screen. So it shows right here. No review available.
Huh.
Like I have no idea what it is that was done. Like there's no way to do any sort of review or anything on it.
That's weird. See, I had on my email, I have if you think this is an error, you can.
Well, and this is what it takes me to. That's what I'm saying.
Mine took me to a thing. It looks like yours is just messed up for some reason.
I think that it's probably going to take a couple of hours before it to. And I was hoping it would be up at some point this morning so I could get it fixed. But yeah, this is what they do.
So of course, they want to shut down any type of discussion about wrong. Well, they want to shut down any discussion of wrongdoing, though, because they don't want the people that have been throwing them all of those dollary dues. They don't want them knowing that this stuff's going on. And I loved it how Fatty now, like I said, she's saying that she's the one who unveiled all of this and just waited for us to find what you lied about this stuff.
Yeah.
So you definitely never discussed it with anyone. You never threw that out there to your audience where they could find out about it. That's for damn sure.
Oh no, and it wasn't in any of the private streams we know. They're all their privated streams. No, there's nothing in there about that either.
Yeah. My thing was, when again, have they ever? You remember the first issue that came up with Gabe? That's where Only Me was like, "Hey, yo, what's happened with my money?" And then any violations and stuff. I mean, they're just they lie. They lie publicly. And again, some of these people, I try not to say things like anyone deserves to be scammed, but Jesus, it's really hard for me not to think that some days. These people are like they are very much like they are running an occult. And
no, they didn't. They didn't take down my Rumble. My Rumble is still up there. No, it's still up there. It was his birthday. They went out drinking with his friends. It doesn't matter. He's not supposed to. High amounts consumption of alcohol or drugs is not allowed. You have to see what the
ain't judging him for alcohol or drug use. I'm saying it's pretty fucked up that people that cannot afford a cocaine habit are using cocaine after soliciting copious amounts of money from just individuals out there, some who can't afford it. Like the bench donors thing. Again, people should listen to the bench donor, because the bench donor is telling you, I couldn't afford to do this, but I did it because I had loss in my own life, and it hit me. It hit me personally, and I thought this Hales fellow was a terrible human being because of what they were claiming. Then they go and review the stuff that they used to get that money, and man, I said, bench donor, if they want to go and they want to sue, I don't give a fuck what it costs. It costs $10,000 to get the fucking $1,000 back. I'm game. We'll raise it. We'll do it.
Oh yeah, and I know why they came after that stream. I know exactly why they came after my stream yesterday. Is because they wanted to make sure that did not get out to the rest of the people that are donating money that don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
because this way they can spin it any way that they want to. They can say, "Oh, see, they were showing private things." There was nothing private about that. This is publicly available court documents. Anybody can see it. The only problem is they don't have the time to go and look it up themselves, or the wherewithal to actually go and look it up themselves. And whenever somebody shows it, they're just like, "You can't show that." No, absolutely you can. But they definitely don't want to file shit, except for maybe another crybaby letter.
It's not a strike they're doing. They're taking the simplest misuse thing on YouTube, and they're saying my privacy is being violated. It's not a strike. What it does, though, is it effectively circumvents every safeguard that we have against strikes, because again, they're saying it's a privacy violation, and
that's not what YouTube called it.
Yeah, they call it that in my. That's what she reported for my stuff is a privacy complaint. It's a legal complaint. It's
no, they're not even doing a legal complaint on mine.
No, that's for mine. It's, hey, that umbrella guy received a privacy complaint regarding your content. That's what I got.
Let's see what does it say here. Yeah, I'm not seeing it there.
So on your main letter.
Okay. Yeah. It says, we've received a privacy complaint.
Yeah, see, that's what it is.
Content.
They're using privacy complaints. The privacy complaint is the lowest bar in the chain there, because it's the most likely to get a false equivalency hit. The reason, there's a couple of reasons why I don't return the favor on that, because these dipshits are so stupid about what they say. I want their stuff to be out there for the again,
I'm trying to figure out what the privacy was on it, because there was nothing that was
it was Fatty reporting that cocaine freaking item that was the way that I answered it is, give me a second. I have to give me a minute. I have to pull this up.
Well, and that's the thing. It's saying that there's no copyright material was found on this. It was not the result of a copyright or likeness claim.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell me what the problem is. Like, that's what I don't understand, what the issue is.
Yeah, well, I mean, this one just tells me upon our analysis, again, you got an AI review. So That's,
Yeah,
you know,
no, I mean, no, what I'm saying is I can't do anything on this at all.
yeah. Well, I don't, what you'll have to
I
do
can't
is,
even dispute it. That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
you'll have to hit up
Here,
their legal.
look, I'm
is
telling
what
you
I'm
right
saying.
here, it's gone. No copyright content was found. Only you can see this video.
Yeah. So
Not
you'll
a
have to,
result of that. But
you'll
there's
have to
nothing.
hit up legal. See, it's telling you there's no material in it. It's a problem. So,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is there's
yeah.
nothing there.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what the issue is. Like,
Well, that's why you need to hit them up and, you know, again,
yeah.
see what they have to say on it.
Well,
I
I'll
don't
just
even have
to
a,
do-
you know, you show the warning there. I don't even have that. I don't even have a fucking warning on my channel for anything because, you know, that says anything was taken down. All I've got is an email that tells me happened.
I mean, that's all I'm saying is there's
Yeah.
nothing there to see. Like there's no ability to review it. And I'm hoping that whatever it is comes back up because what am I supposed to do? It says the video can only be reviewed by me, but I can't even see the video.
Yeah, you need to contact, like I said, them themselves. Actually, what people need to do, they need to do the same thing that these people have been doing. They need to contact YouTube Legal because that's what Bruce was bragging about. He actually, remember, he dug up the emails of individuals on that. I think we all need to start returning that a favor and complaining about these folks. And maybe we should start talking about how these folks have been fundraising off of it. Maybe on top of that, you know, somebody reported them to coffee. Well, apparently nobody has really tried to report that for real. Because I mean, their own freaking like coffee guidelines very well notes, for example, you can't raise lawsuit funds with that place. It says it. And yes, they have comments talking about how this is for your legal fund. This is for suing, you know. So maybe people need to return the favor. I'm curious. I actually want to see them go to a court of law. They are so wrong in what they're talking about, though. It kind of just amazes me.
Well, and that's why I said I'm very confused about. Oh, there it is. I found the piece where I can actually post it in there.
Okay. All right. So you did get it. All right.
Yeah, I did it.
Mine was through the email itself. I couldn't find anything else. I just got it through the.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I went to whatever the link it was supposed to be, and they're saying it's removed. I mean, and what they know about this, what the flea knows, and why they do this is because they know that it's going to hurt your algorithm and it's going to take money out of your pocket. That's what they know.
I bet you money, Patty. I bet you money that when I go over to my channel in 2 days, I bet you that it's not just not going to take money out of my pocket. I bet you it's going to be like slaloming down. I'm going to replace the snowfall with a little cash dance. I bet you
a little bit of green grass.
Oh yeah, lots of green grass.
I want to plant flowers. That's what I want to do. I want to plant some flowers. No poppy seeds though. Just some flowers.
I love it. I've been working on a response, a Substack, I suppose. I don't know what the fuck it is. I just get really interested in doing a response to. Here, I'll show you. I've been working on a response to all of their stupid. Check this out. As far as fair use. And let me pause. 19 pages so far, geez. But I mean, I threw it though. Yeah. Anti-Hell's explaining fair use is like a chimp explaining space travel. We get plenty of noise and arm waving. Occasionally somebody points toward the sky. Sadly, however, nobody over here is getting off the ground. And you know why? Well, funny enough, the best evidence against them is not something a critic said. It's what they said themselves. Back in 2024, this is what they had to say about fair use. There's something called fair use. All that a lawyer has to do is really fight it. Fair use, it gives users the right to use copyrighted material without permission and under certain circumstances. If the user is considered fair, the user doesn't need to notify or seek permission from a copyright holder. So it's no permission, no notification, no approval from a copyright holder. They cite section 107 talking about criticism, commentary. They say this channel is covered by our opinion, commenting, or reacting to something that's already out on the interwebs. That's technically fair use. We're critiquing what's going on. And they added, if you need to, go to YouTube and fight that. You can fight it. They condemned threatening lawsuits. Said you mentioned him and he's coming at you with lawsuits. You can't do that. Why? Because fair use, babes. Fair use. Now you fast forward to this month, and the way that they talk about fair use is you don't have permission to do it. Number one, you don't have permission to use my voice, my image, my likeness, my logo, nothing. So apparently they've rewritten everything. That's a no-no. So move over 107, she read it at preschool and brought back some playground lawyer technology. Isn't that amazing? So before it was fair use gives users the right to copyrighted material without permission. Now it's you don't have my permission to do it. So earlier it was the user doesn't need to notify or seek permission from the copyright holder. And now it's you still need permission from the original content owner. Wow, that's weird. You can't have both. These are their positions. This is their position when they want to protect themselves. This is their position now. So, unfortunately, their own words have brought this stuff up. And there's a lot of wonderful material in the case that they quote Klein v. Haas. That's, again, he has a longer name than Haas. But in Klein v. Haas, that is a smorgasbord of items there. Because in Klein v. Haas, they use 60% of his video. The court talks about it, 60%. In the Denham's case, they used even more. Used the majority of Ethan Klein's material. That was all fair use.
Well, I mean, there was a big company, wasn't it Bloomberg or something like that?
Yeah. Versus Swatch is what.
God.
Yeah. So Swatch has let's just say they have some stuff they don't want discussed publicly. They invite in, for earnings call, they invite in specific people. They're like, no recordings, no nothing. So somebody records it, of course. They leak it to Bloomberg. Bloomberg puts up 100% of it. They put it behind, since they are a for-profit entity, they're essentially putting all of that material behind a paywall too. So, of course, Swatch sues and says, that's not public material. It's like a paywall. Same thing. Guess what? That was free speech. There's also that, what are they called? The Nexium case where they had the...
Nexium. Oh, my God. Yeah, that cult. Yeah.
Yeah, so they had that, what was it, a manual, I believe it was? And it wasn't public. And somebody had leaked that to the media and they were pissed off. They were saying, again, that's private material. It's the same argument that they keep making. And again, their damage claim is it's further wrecked because they've told people not to give money for $499 is a waste. So, oops.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll work on getting this today. That'll be my morning, working on putting a response to this. Please explain why you think your content was restricted in air. I don't know, because there's nothing there. There's nothing.
Well, that's what I told him. My answer was, that's what I was looking for. Give me a second, brother.
Because I'm just sitting there going, I don't know.
It's hard to answer when they don't even tell you what it's supposed to be about,
Yeah, like what do you want me to say? There's nothing that isn't publicly available through court documents.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to make a little more argument about it, and again, cite specific cases on that because it asks. They have that one.
Why don't you just shoot those over to me? I'll take a look and tweak it according to my needs.
Here's I'm going to shoot you one through message. This is the second part. This is, again, tweak it in there. But this, I put in for cases. I put in Cox v. Cohen, where the Supreme Court protected accurate publication of information from official court records open to public inspection. That was one. Oklahoma Publishing versus District Court. Information lawfully obtained from an open court proceeding cannot later be suppressed. Oops. So when we're talking about open court, they can't. Smith versus Daily Mail, where truthful, lawfully obtained information about matters of public significance receives strong First Amendment protections. And Florida Star versus, where the court protected truthful information lawfully obtained from governmental sources. These cases directly support public interest value of reporting court and government records. YouTube's privacy guideline also expressly considers public interest and newsworthiness. The material here is lawful public record reporting, not disclosure of private information. So that's the law portion. That's what I went with. And
well, and that's what they have is please provide any additional details, including relevant laws or regulations, and I'll just cite all those in there.
Yeah,
I'll get the correct citations where they're supposed to be. So
that's the way I put that in. And then I rewrote this, and it helped me on part of this, but I took out the doxing part. I'm going to send you a thing, because I asked it to take my thoughts while I was irritated and arrange it. Because I told them, this restriction is made nearer. The complaint of material consists of public records and government records used for reporting, criticism, and commentary. Nothing in it was illegally obtained. Actually, I took that sentence out and I said the records were lawfully obtained from public sources and are shown because they document the proceedings being reported. Legally protected sensitive identifiers are redacted before reports are displayed. We're allowed to show a name.
Yeah.
You can't tell me I can't fucking put a name in something.
No,
that's the only identifier that was left after redaction. It's just a name.
Yeah, I mean, the name and a company.
Yeah. Well, I mean, their company too. Unfortunately for them, that's something that he himself has reported. So, I mean, again, that's a public record.
It's all you go on Florida Biz and see who owns the business. Amazing, huh? It's not my fault they can't get their shit straight.
Well, it's not my fault they can't avoid the use of some illicit substances. That's not my fault. If they have a problem with people doing, maybe don't do it. Maybe don't violate.
It's not hard. It's not hard. I mean, I know that back in my rock and roll days, I might have partaken in some things that weren't probably legal. But what?
I've done plenty of stuff. This isn't.
But that's the thing. If I've known people that have been arrested for just that, and watched them go from being arrested to saying, you know what, this isn't worth my freedom, and immediately got themselves taken care of and have been clean ever since. We're talking about people that were hardcore alcoholics going to AA, getting their shit straightened out and have been, 30 years sober now. And they're just absolutely on top of their game. And they look back at that and they go, I know where I was at that point in time, and it wasn't a good place. And that's what I hope that he gets to also is, he's coming up on what, 50 now?
Yeah.
And,
see, that's a good point, man. She's talking about how she's been in a hospital because of stress and stuff. So this ain't stress. You're right. We're talking about protecting somebody's actual life and livelihood, because Gabe does it. Again, I always liked the statement that you run across in recovery. You probably have one more relapse in you, but you may not have another recovery.
That's right. I never heard that.
Yeah, I always liked that because it's true. You only get so many go around, and I wonder how these people they'll feel if they end up giving money and this guy, his heart or something gives out because of cocaine use.
Yeah.
Of course they won't take any kind of, they won't take the hit. They were partially to blame for that because they enabled the behavior. They should have been like, no money until you get your ass cleaned up.
or he gets one that's laced with fentanyl.
Yeah, of course. That's exactly. You know, it's funny. I talked about this with somebody yesterday, and that was the first thing they said. You know, all this new stuff, it's all laced. So, you know, he's being very reckless with his life. Yeah, back in the day, man, if this were just about drug use, I would not encourage drug use, first of all, you know, but I'm not judging a person for having addiction problems.
No.
Actually, what I'm judging is they're taking massive amounts of money from people in the public. They're telling them that it's for other things, and that stuff doesn't happen. Where's the money? Where is any accounting? They refuse to show you the most basic accounting.
Basic, not even that. They won't show it to the donors.
Yeah.
If the donors question it, they block them. They ban them.
They talk shit about them.
Oh, yeah.
They talk about the bench donor, for example, talking about her being a drunk and all of this stuff. You know, number one, I thought that was gross. But number two, in there, the thing that came to me, I was like, so what? What that? Let's take them at, you know, again, I would never take them at face value, but let's just say we did. Does that matter? Do people like, is she judging? I thought this was supposed to be a judgment-free zone. So is she telling me that alcohol is bad, but cocaine use is okay? We're going to get talking points from a cokehead.
I mean, they've talked about me getting drunk on stream. I think I've only drank to excess like one time on stream.
Dude, I've done shit face on streams before. I don't do it now because
no.
I've got I'm my primary for my kids, so I can't, you know, do that
exactly.
Kind of stuff. But I've done that. Man, they used to go on Flashcast and shit face.
They want to throw it as some sort of shade. I'm like, you know what? It's never affected my ability to stream.
Dude.
Never. Like
when we would do comic, you know, streams to pick up money, we, you know, at certain points we drink, of course, you know, we would have it because it's a celebration stream. And my God, there was a point where Yellow Flash was so like out of it that he kept going, and his mic like trying to play it like a kazoo. It was great. But yeah, do you see any of that behavior anymore?
No. I mean, I'm pretty sure that, you know, because you're like, listen, I'm primary. I gotta be there for my kids 100%.
Yeah.
You know, unlike them where they've got Squad Dump that's supposed to be, you know, she's got a hearing coming up, and you know she's over there getting completely blasted over there, you know. With somebody that's got a felony hanging over his head, and is a 2-time, you know, pissing positive. Well, 3 times now. I mean, he's already got, you know, if you look at it, this is more than 3 times, because you've got the initial thing that got him put on probation, then he got popped for illegal weed.
Yeah.
Because he had a lot of weed on him. We saw the body cam footage there, and he just turns it over to the cops. He was well behaved. I mean, I kudos to him, because as soon as they came in, they put the handcuffs on him. There wasn't any arguing with the officers.
Self-narking now. I was like, dude, come on.
And then he gets popped for the booger sugar, and then he gets popped for the booger sugar again. I mean,
they remind me of that Placebo song, you know. A friend in need is a friend indeed, but a friend with weed is better. You know,
that's right.
That's what it reminds me of. I'm like, wow, you know, yeah, a friend in need is a friend indeed, of course. You know, hey, give me solicitations and stuff, but hey, a friend with weed or is a little bit better, right?
We got someone in the chat that's wanting to talk about me getting paid by Jeremy. That's even funnier. I love hearing that.
I wish I got paid. You know,
good God,
I don't. You know what? Actually, I don't have to get paid by Jeremy. You know why? Because I get paid to talk about idiots and how they fuck up a lot. I get paid because I monetize stupid. Jeremy don't have to shoot me money. Nobody's ever had to. You know why? Because these people pay us.
Exactly. Chad is the one that pays my bills. And, you know, I do with it as they ask, which is, you know, here, this is for you. You know, I think that maybe was what Flott's all upset about, is he's a little upset that, you know, or she could be anybody, but want to be all upset and butthurt. Oh, poor little guys. It's okay. You know, Daddy Shizzy's here. He'll give you a back rub. Charge you a lot of money for it. You know, for hands-on, it costs a lot of money because I got some big old meaty paws. You know, you really want to have those rubbing your back. I'm telling you, my wife.
Come here, let me give you a little rub.
my wife has told me, she's just like, you've got to, because from playing bass for, I mean, even now, my hands, as much as the arthritis hurts, they're still strong, and she's like, take it easy on me. I'm really sore from my workout. And she was like, I just need a little bit. I'm like, so I have to like tone it down really bad on her. Whereas I'm like, honey, you need to build up the strength in your hands because I really need it right there.
Jeremy, where's my money?
Where's my money?
I mean, you know, like I said, I'm what we do is liked by people out there. So we don't need a paycheck from someone else. It's just an absurd idea either. You know what? You know, that's spread too. It was spread by people that came in as a PR instrument. Isn't that strange? You know, everything that, you know, is everything that they do, they end up trying to spin onto someone else. So yeah, PR people blaming me for being a money taker. You know,
well, they want to talk about me taking money for super chats while they're out there funding drug habits, taking money from elderly people.
So remember their first coffee thing. So it's got the same. Okay, now the lawsuit fund, I use that in quotations, but the lawsuit fund is noted under the same title that the car money was noted under. Now the car money they were collecting, they got up to 73%. If I'm remembering correctly, they got 73% of it done. And then they were like, okay, well, we're going to sue Megan Fox. So they changed it over. But you know what they didn't change over? They didn't change over the amount of funding that had already been collected. They didn't include that money. The car money just went bye-bye.
Oh yeah. Was there a big fund that they were doing to raise money for a car?
Yeah, it was supposed to be. It was under the same name that it's like they called this lawsuit money, you know, the first whatever of yeah, well they did the same thing with that and it's weird because all that money it disappeared, you know. We didn't get to see it again. I think that's I think it's interesting that, you know, again, all that money went bye-bye, you know.
And there's no end of it. I mean, you know, you got Ray over there happily, you know, he's proudly sitting there going, I'm going to throw money at this because, man, you know, that old big fat juicy steak that I got Gabe wasn't enough. I got to get that boy a little bit of booger sugar too. He's just forking it over and then asking
like
old ladies.
Came over and got me a pizza. And I'm like, well, I think you gave him a few $100 just off of this alone. So that's interesting. The invest. He's like, they were so nice to me. Of course, dude.
Of course they were.
Yeah. I mean,
they lost their big donor. They got to be nice to the next big donor. And they've already done this to old people once, twice, 3 times a lady. I mean, you know, come on, Ray, why don't you sing about that? You know, is he going to be singing the blues next? Whenever
Ray
he finds
their sucker right now. It's just it's amazing, you know, that a guy who he considers himself, he considers himself educated in the world, I would suppose. That's a good way of putting it.
He's off the porch, man. Come on.
Yeah. But he, I mean, isn't that weird? Like he considers himself educated in the ways of the world. And yet and yet, he doesn't. He doesn't know that scammers, like, he's the mark. He doesn't recognize that he is the mark.
Mm. Nope. That's the thing. I don't need Jeremy's money. I mean,
I'll take it. Maybe he wants to hook me up. You know what?
Yeah, I ain't gonna argue it, but
yeah,
I don't need his money. I've got chats here. Look, I've got 576 you wonderful people in here. How much you want to bet that each one of these people right here will hit that thumbs up? And then that's more than enough that this channel needs. I mean, I'm not gonna say no if they want to do a little bit more, but thumbs up is perfectly fine. Hell, they can even hit the thumbs down. They could rub it twice, 3 times. It don't matter. I'm here for the fun of all of this. Like my life does not exist off of the insanity that these people do. I mean,
dude,
last night, oh my God, I covered the Dahmer stuff. I forgot about a lot of the stuff that was said, even during the opening statements. Like I can talk about anything, have any sort of content. Yeah. This kind of craziness is just like, it's gravy, because I've never seen anything so crazy in my life. Like, I believe
in covering things like this. I believe it matters, like when we talk about this stuff, I very much believe that what these people have done, it's illegal to the point of YouTube allowing it has been very reckless. Yeah. It's something that when you and I see that, I'm like, wow, YouTube has put itself in potential litigation. I mean, they definitely could have real problems over allowing people to be scammed. And when it's been reported to their legal, because I know it has been, nothing was done about it. That just seems a little.
I mean, and they're sitting there saying Jeremy's only doing this for clicks and views. Like his stuff is only for clicks and views.
What the fuck do we do this for? Of course I do it for clicks and views.
It's like, oh my God, what would be the point of you doing YouTube? Then what is the point of doing YouTube if you're
I do it for clicks and views. Yes. You know what? Yes. I can pick out anything I want to cover. So if I wanted to cover just crazy or whatever, this is what I decided to cover. If that butt hurts them, then maybe they shouldn't be so scammy and fucked up and reckless with the people that actually give them money. I find it very interesting. There are so many people that have been, again, used and mistreated, and so many people don't care. Like that. That's what amazes me. There are people.
I think they painted themselves in a corner. Something just occurred to me. Mm-hmm. They weren't expecting this stuff to drop.
Oh no.
Because okay, so what they've been telling people is they've been raising money for a lawsuit. Okay, to go after Megan. That's what they've been telling. Then they turn around, they change that where it's like, no, we're going to buy rocks and things like that, and we're going to sell those, and all the profits off of that we're going to sue Megan. They weren't expecting this to drop to show their behavior of they're raising money for somebody's little booger sugar habit.
Right.
They weren't expecting that to drop, and it destroys their narrative. So people are going to start asking, why haven't you done anything with this money that you're supposedly going after Megan for? Remember, they had how many days they have left? I think it'll be Monday whenever that comes off.
Now it's 2 business weeks, so they got this week and next business week, and then they are oopsied out, So
and they've also got one against OLOP.
Yeah, well, they threatened OLOP too. Excuse me, I'm playing a video game. I'm playing, so if you're like, you're fine, I caught myself saying, "Fuck, I hate this game" earlier. I'm playing Animal Whale.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that game. It's a cute game, but boy, it pisses me off every now and then.
Well,
Uh,
so they're going to have to turn around and change the story of what they're using the money for, and you'll see it within the next few weeks because remember they keep saying that they're going to go after Megan Fox. That's what the money is being used for. But
yeah.
now that's going to change. They'll say that the money is for something else, just like they did with the barn dominium, with the fence. It's totally what we're doing with all this money. But you send us more. It's like the scam and the grift never ends. It just goes on and on and on.
Yeah,
and
keep giving
that's
suckers, keep giving suckers. It's like, wow,
Yeah. Well, they've worked it down to an art, and their people will be more than happy to do that. They'll be
yeah,
more than
they
happy
they
to
absolutely have, and it's actually quite sad to see, just to be honest, because we've we've been watching this for how long now? How many people, and there's some halfway. There's at least halfway decent people. I have trouble calling some of these people decent people, but there's some actual decent people that have been
Yeah.
taken in this mess for sure. I've seen people, again, even if I don't like them, the motives that they've had, I understand. They came into it with a good motive. You had, again, like only me. I can't stand that dude, man.
No. No.
That, I mean, his motives. Again, his money
They-
would have
they-
helped a little girl. So okay.
Well, it would have helped with a play area. It would have helped with getting the house framed out. I mean, they would have. All of this was spent. I would, looking at it now, it looks like that money's been spent on much more than I suspected it was being spent on. I figured they would probably have it holding somewhere, collecting interest, and then just sort of
Right.
going off the interest. It doesn't look like that they've
No.
been doing that. They've been holding something somewhere, and it looks like they've gone on a wild spending spree of all of Lynette's money.
Yeah.
It's saying it was never hers in the first place.
Yeah, and Lynette is such a sucker, man. Maybe they picked her because she's an easy mark. They promised, they're talking about her live streams too. They were talking about modding them up so we can never ask her questions again. Of course,
But then you'll get people that want to throw shade on. Well, it's all Jeremy's fault. How is this Jeremy's fault? Like none of their drug habits, their spending habits are Jeremy's fault.
Did Jeremy make their? First of all, the money collected was used as a fuck you, Jeremy. We're better people than you. Okay, so they're better people by, again. Where's the barn? Where is it?
It's sitting there rusting away. I mean, it's unbuildable. I read the report from the actual builder that came out there. The builder is saying none of this is done properly. It has to be redone. That's what the whole deal was. Because I was trying to, and I asked somebody else about this. I was like, "What is the deal with the roof?" It's just like they don't have any roof joists. You have to have roof joists in one of those. They've got basically a metal shed, a huge metal shed that you're supposed to put like tractors in and things like that. This is not designed. This whole piece is not designed to be a place to live in. And if they would have known this from the get-go, whenever they were building this, they would have framed it out properly.
Yeah.
And they never did any of that. And they never met any of the building codes for it. So for somebody to come in there, they have to get it up to code, and you have to do it step by step. And my suspicion is they were going to have Gabe come in and do all of this.
That's exactly. They said that Gabe was going to do the work. So they said that in one of their streams where they were discussing, they let that little nugget there slip in, and I was like, what's funny is I told you when I came on, I was like, I've got about 10 minutes. I didn't realize like how early it was. I don't leave till 9 o'clock this morning. So I thought it was, I thought I woke up at 7, not at fucking 5 this morning.
I've been up since 3:30 this morning.
Yeah.
Just
I woke up and I saw a message from Shizzy. He was like, "Hey, looks like they took down da da da." And I looked, I was like, "Yep." Now I kind of expected them to try to silence and hide it, and that's great. Like I said, that gives me a plenty of reason to hit up people and to tell them, hey, this interesting story, these people are trying to suppress it.
Oh yeah, they definitely spent what Megan on tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Megan, I'm sure, is going to have a little bit to say about this. Also, I'm sure she doesn't. She's not going to let. She's going to let loose. I love it whenever she gets worked up. It's just so exciting.
She's funny with that stuff, you know. And again, we're talking about them trying to suppress. What you do is you motivate articles about this and more. I mean, they again, these people do nothing in the daytime, nothing whatsoever, and all they do is sit around, file false police reports. You know, what's amazing too is they were playing the victim while they sit around and encourage folks to make false IRS reports, false FBI reports, bar complaints. I mean, that's unreal, dude. I've never seen people that are just so like, again, there is something majorly wrong in these counties out in Florida. You pull this shit up here, they put your ass in jail in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah. I mean, they went after, and that's what Char's been showing. If you guys haven't checked out Char's video from last night, I suggest everybody go and check that out, because she's pointing out some pretty interesting facts that a lot of people that may have overlooked or have been lost, because there's such as the lips with like voluminous things. There's so many
totally voluminous.
And Char's not done. She's only shown you one of those. These are things that she's like, I've got a whole series on this.
Yeah. And
I remember messaging her a while back and said, hey, if you need any help with anything, just let me know. I'll help you out any way I can. And she goes, oh, I mean, I'm just busy. I really am busy. With my life is busy, and I want to get these videos completed, and that those take time. And whenever they're done, I'm going to start releasing them. And she is more than willing to show every one of them, because they've come after her and threatened her and her livelihood and her family. You know, and just like, you know, she's out there doing what everybody is supposed to be doing in these things. She is collecting the evidence, putting it out there, and letting everybody judge for themselves.
Well, I think it's interesting that they were trying to suppress Gabe's criminal record too.
Oh, you know? God, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about, again, I can't wait for a lawsuit where I can pull that in, because again, Gabe is part of their fundraising endeavors. So you're telling me that it's not newsworthy to have a guy that has been arrested for, well, fraud and more, that it's part of fundraising schemes. That's somehow something I can't talk about. And I can't say that you two look like a bunch of fucking scammers together. Yeah, right. You know, again, he was arrested for contract fraud, you know, more than, I mean, he's been in trouble with this more than once. Yeah. You know, they try to pretend that it's just a one and go, and they were like, it's just civil. Motherfucker, it ain't civil. You know what you don't get with civil? You don't get probation. You don't get drug tested from civil.
No, those don't happen from civil. Those are criminal cases. I mean, her own letters to the court were just like, oh, this should be civil. Well, that's not what it is. You know, the civil is one thing, but they found that this is a felony in the state of Florida. What he did is a felony, not one, but three times he did this, like three felonies.
Baby.
I mean, come on, you know what? And you think that, oh, well, this is just civil. I mean, look at Laura Owens. That's a perfect example. That was a family dispute, you know, a paternity issue, and it turned into criminal. Okay, you know, she is looking at 14 counts, and that's coming up pretty soon. She's going to have the trial is going to be set in August if they don't come to a settlement agreement.
This gang of this gang of crack hoes, though, they're just going to make me some more money. It's just amazing. The chat is sitting around, on the. I mean, these people run like a cult, and they're like, "So what if you use cocaine? The motherfucker scammed people first. I mean, do you not realize you are the mark? You people are the marks, and you're giving them. Ask how many people that you saw just a year ago. How many of those people have been called flippers and turned on? The last.
I can't count them on one hand.
No, and
I can't count them on all my fingers and toes. They flip every single one of them, even Olaf.
Yeah, I mean, Olaf. And what was Olaf's crime? Oh, questioning them in one video, a singular video, and they're being told they're going to get sued now because of that.
Olaf turned it into a musical. I mean, it's epic. You ought to listen to it. It's
I plan on having some fun and playing it all and having a good time.
I played it this morning. Like that was my kickoff to the show because it was so good. It's just like I want everybody to hear it and see it.
A bunch of losers, though. I love the fact that, again, I've rarely run into a group of people that are not only like, don't quote me, but if you use my words, I'm going to try to take you down. Now, why wouldn't you want accuracy in quoting? See, they tell you that there's no accuracy in it, that people are just making up shit. But if you try to showcase what exactly they say, they'll try to strike it down. If you try to show the police records or anything else, they want to strike it down. Why? Well, I don't know. Ask yourself that question, folks. Why indeed?
Well, I'm surprised that YouTube is allowing it, but YouTube will do what YouTube does.
YouTube allows plenty, but
I mean, they've gone on stream and told people to go and strike yours, Megan's, Tug's, mine's, J Hips, Coops, Vet Nation, Georgie, every single person that has ever covered this Squid Pro Quo. They've called on people to actively go and strike these. And over here, we're just like, no, let them keep doing exactly what they're doing. And we will show it every damn time.
They have made a fan for life in me. That's the problem. They wanted to operate in the dark with impunity. Well, one of the problems with that, they should have let us all just get bored. They could have just ho-hummed us into boredom. But unfortunately for them, they can't do that. So,
no.
Very dumb choice. Again, motivational. They keep doing things like again, they think that they can back people off by threatening them. They've done everything they can. Threaten with harm, threaten with police, threaten with what I'm going to say is with the police thing. That's a attempted swatting and more. And a lot of people did back off. A lot of people were like, "This just ain't worth it." But
oh yeah. A lot of people have backed off and said, I don't want to have anything to do with this crap anymore. I got better things to do than deal with a bunch of
afraid
LOLCows.
Is what a lot of them are going with, and I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I do get it, but yeah.
I mean, especially if you've got a family, wife, kids.
Yeah. Well, that's why. Yeah. They noted
that's their first target.
Like Mr. Landfill, too. YouTube can be noted about videos beforehand with flagging. Well, unfortunately, in the old days, sure, but now they rely on AI so heavily that, you're, like I said, there's specific things. They didn't strike something. They put in a fake private. Essentially, they said my privacy was violated in this, and it created almost an auto takedown with it.
Mm-hmm. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just like and that's the thing.
It just lets me cover it again and again.
Exactly. and that was my intention this morning. Was whenever I saw that, I was like, you know what? Why don't I just go ahead and show all these documents again? Well, you know what? I got nothing but time on my hands tonight. I'm just like, well, guess what? Guess what? I normally would have been covered the Dahmer stuff, but this is just so juicy and tasty. I think 7:00 tonight. All it's going to take is about an hour. And then I can forward everybody over to Megan Fox so she doesn't get all angry because I'm streaming over her.
She'll beat you up one day.
I look forward to it. I really like it. I really want to see what she's got in her.
Oh, I'm sure she's going to unleash that Incredible Hulk. She's going to be like, Megan Smash. Like,
Megan Smash. She punched me in the nuts or something. Like she does the Green Dragon.
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious. No, man. I mean, waking up, I'm not surprised by any of it, but it showcases again the desperation that these folks, fucking cokehead Gabe, he can't keep his ass clean. He's on probation for fucking over people out of money. And again, he's been on those streams. Tell me how he's not involved in this, by the way. He's on the streams actively soliciting money from these folks. So, yeah.
Yeah, he has been. Like, it's not just a one-off. But he didn't have too much to say last night, though. Matter of fact, I see that Dodgy Robbie wasn't there either. Matter of fact, where was the bootlegger? All these people that are, supposedly these people, maybe they realize what the flea is doing is quite illegal.
Oh yeah,
they don't want to have any part of it.
They're gonna have some real problems. Like I said, I personally. Motivate me the wrong way, and I may return the fucking favor. Do you really want to see ask Paint Chips how YouTube treats people if they start trying to shut down larger channels? So you've taken aim at multiple larger channels than yourself, trying to shut them down and keep them from being able to cover. So like I said, that's dumb, very dumb,
very, very bad behavior. Very bad behavior. It's going to catch up to them. And when it does, well, what can I say? Well, I'm going to read off these super chats. You want to hang out for a bit?
Yeah, actually, I probably better go get ready.
Yeah,
I thought it was fun though, man. We'll have to do another. We'll have to see how the weekend comes together.
Sounds good. Sounds good. We'll keep up with you. Everybody, say bye to Tug. Make sure give him some love. Yeah, we'll get to your super chats today. Thank you guys. You've been so kind and so very giving today, and I appreciate every bit of it because, like I said, they want to shut us down, make us quiet, not hear what all of the crap that's been going on. And I'm taking a note out of Tug's book here. He's like, you got to really pay attention to the super chats. And there's times that I don't. If it takes me an hour to get through all of these, I will be here for an hour to get through every damn one of them because you guys have done everything you can to support, do everything you can to support these channels that are bringing all this information. And we do appreciate every single one of you. We got Alan right here with 10 jewels and a thumbs up. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. That says so much. I thank you very much. And then we've got Teresa Greer with 444 jewels, a UNC alert. Yeah, I still don't know what that means, but someday somebody will tell me what that means. Quill Worker, Tug, chat has your back. That's right. And make sure that you check out Tug's stuff. And this is ridiculous that they're going after two channels in less than no time at all. Why would they do that unless they're trying to hide something? And chat most definitely has the back. Good morning, Sue's cat says good morning, and throw in a little bit of coffee, beachwear, a little bit of fireworks and fire. Thank you very much, Sue. Appreciate you. I have faves. Faves. 2 jewels, silver star. Of course, you got to have that silver star. I've been thinking about coming up with something. I think I may have an idea, but it takes time. Once I get it out, you guys will know. Tiny, how you doing? Or it's Cindy. It could be either way, but Paget, 2 jewels or another silver star that if I had the helmet would go on there. June E's with 440 jewels, a UNC alert. Oh, I love those. Those are so great. Not this guy right here. Just J Hip says Gabe was just holding for a friend in his nose. Well, was a friend in his nose? Or I'm confused, Jay. How you doing? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, Jay. I hope your morning's going really good. And then we've got 200 jewels from Kim Bryant. Says, jamming, I be jamming. Wouldn't you like to be jamming too? Thank you so much. Oh, Cult Lord, take it and shut up. Thank you, Malin. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. You're an absolute doll. Thank you. Thank you. Janice Wingfield. Here you go, Shizzy. Just in case today's live is struck from these vile people. And I do thank you for that, because I have a feeling that they're gonna come after it. They always do. They don't like the truth being out there. 10 jewels with a little bit of happy poo. Thank you very much, Jeff Drummond. Thank you. And we've got another 10 jewels with a floating heart. Thank you, Sapphire Angel. That's very much appreciated. And we got Miss Discombobulated. I like that name. And it's a redhead too. So Miss Discombobulated, thank you for the silver star. We love our redheads over here. They are the best. 2 jewels for Faves, another silver star. You know, if I had the helmet, they would just be slapping all over the damn place on the helmet. You know they would. Just to make flawed narrative mad. It needs some cheese with their wine. Oh, thank you, Janice. Yeah, we don't worry about these people too much. They've got issues with this channel. They got issues that need to be resolved outside of this channel. Like maybe, you know, go find a little bit of love. You know, we try to share it here, but you know, if you want to take it away, that's fine. You're only taking it from yourself. Thank you very much with the 2 jewels. The silver star from Thumpin' Harley. Yeah, brother. Appreciate it. Strange little badger. So you see the petition online to investigate the fleet? I don't think so. You know, I don't do those kind of things, but you know, if there's one out there, I'm sure that somebody's paying attention to it, and they're welcome to go check it out if they want to. It is their freedom to do as such. And then also May Lynn says, towards a nice date with my love. Well, that'll have to wait for the weekend. She's been absolutely busy. So this weekend I will do something with my love. She makes me very happy. 2 jewels for another silver star. Thank you very much, Alice. I thank you so much. Yeah, my wife has been really busy, and you know, maybe I will get some cheese. You'll have to see. You'll have to see. Get some cheese. Oh, and we got the sparkles from Alice G. Thank you very, very much. And also some more with a floating heart. Thank you very much, Alice. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And we also got 10 jewels, which is a gold coin from Deborah. Thank you. And I think I got every single one of them. You people have been the absolute best, and I thank you for being here. You've been, you know, and mods, thank you for keeping the chat nice and clean and happy and enjoyable. Mods, you are always appreciated, and very, very glad to have every single one of you. It is going to be an interesting day, I'm sure. And you know, like I said, I may just go ahead and read those court documents all over again. You'll just have to see. We'll see how Mo is doing. If Mo is doing well, I know she had a lot of storms coming through last night. That's why she couldn't be here with me. But we hope that she's got things going on good for her. And I'm going to see if she's actually going live, and I'm going to get this set up so we can forward you guys over to the Mo in the deep end. And I believe Jay's going to be going on at 9, and then usually Mr. Coop is following up at some time right behind that. We'll just have to take a quick gander and see what we've got going for you guys, because she didn't have one set up last night, probably because of the weather coming in. And it does not look like she's got one set up this morning, so she may have lost power. And so what I'm doing, I don't even think Jay's got one there. I don't think Jay's even got one happening. Crazy morning. And I'm wondering if the storms got everybody knocked out. Let me see what we've got, who we can send you guys over to. If not, then I would send you over to give a little bit of hard time to you know, somebody else. Let me see if Jay's going to be up a little bit later on here. Nope, he hasn't set up any sort of stream because he did one 24 hours ago. I'm sure this is going to be interesting. Well, what I could do is send you guys over. I got nowhere to send you guys. Nobody's up. Everybody's all quiet today. I wonder What's email address, please? Email address is shizzywhiznut@gmail.com. It's pretty straightforward. Shizzywhiznut@gmail.com. It looks like Olap's got another video out. Oh my gosh. It's going to be a crazy, crazy week. Thank you very much for the $2. And also, Maylin is old. That could be it. I could be old. You know, I'm not a young man anymore. I'm getting up there in age. Thank you very much, Elvie. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you. There's always on troopers going live. I don't see them up there. I don't see any. You guys go have a good one, and we will see you on the flip side. See you tonight.
I thought I was the only mentally challenged one here.
Ooh, baby. Morning's here again. So let's do this, sugar. And no cream. Wake up slow, take that first sip. Shizzy's got 'em slipping, losing their grip. His moves so smooth to start your day. What you gonna do? Oh, you know the way. You know Papa don't flinch, don't blink. Ooh, baby, he's sharper than you think. Morning whiz, take it in. Shizzy's got a whole new spin. Fools keep falling, truth's on fire. Papa Nut just lit the pyre. Oh no, they tried to come for him. Look at those fools looking so dim. They poke, they scratch, they beg, they plead. But I'm right here, waiting for my daddy to leave. Pour it black, shake off the night. Shizzy's tease and get me going just right. Morning whiz, start the show. Sip it slow, let it flow. Fools are crying, game's been set. Ooh, baby, they ain't seen nothing yet. Now that's a morning sugar. Coffee's hot and burning. And Shizzy Daddy, oh, he's just getting started. Come on, Daddy, get me some of that something.
Oh my god, Shizzy breaks Larry. Shizzy broke Larry. He took it to the Velcro shoe.
Peace, y'all.